All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99 back with another real quick post-fight thoughts on this one. Oh, man. Istela Nunes versus Victoria Dudakova. Man, this was supposed to be a showing for one of these fighters, either one of them at this point, because Dudakova, as y'all know, she had won the Contender Series last year. You know, she won her fight on the Dana White's Contender Series. And after that fight, you know, of course, she was officially signed to the UFC, and she, you know, is going to have her next fight, I believe, like that summer, but she suffered it, I believe, a knee injury. I'm not sure if it was an ACL tear, but that kept her out for like 10, 11 months, right? So, you know, she was out of action. So this was going to be, you know, a good showing for her. You know, I was looking forward to seeing Dudakova. A few people asked me about her. I felt like, you know, I wanted to see a little more. I know she's 6-0, but, you know, the verdict is still out. You know, it's still out for her, you know. Istela Nunes, of course, she hasn't scored a win in the UFC yet, so I wanted to see her step up to the plate because, you know, of course, her career is on the chopping block, coming in at 0-3. Man, I hated the way this one ended, man. If it was maybe in like the second or third round, I would understand because then, you know, we could have seen both of these fighters give their heart. But this fight just got started, man. Istela Nunes was just trying to establish her jab, and you could see a few little hints of the hand speed, maybe giving Dudakova some trouble. But then you saw Dudakova come back and connect with a few punches of her own, you know, just establishing her pacing. And it looked like, you know, we were going to see a good little striking match. And then we saw a nice dive in for a single leg from Dudakova, right? She goes for that single leg. I'm like, okay, we're getting a takedown. She does a little roll, and down goes Istela Nunes. But as she starts to post up to try to avoid going down, boom, that elbow goes in the opposite way, hyperextends, and there's a dislocation, and she is down, and she is screaming. And I was like, oh, wow, man. I felt bad for her, man. I did, man, because she was just sitting there, like, screaming and screaming, and you could just see, like, the elbow, man. And, you know, some people, stuff like that, it really grosses some people out just seeing, like, that type of hyperextension and dislocation. But, man, I wasn't really grossed out. I was just feeling a little bit, like, torn for her, man, because the pain that she was in and the fact that it just started, you know, the fight just started, and just the track record that she's on right now, man, that really sucked for her. But yeah, it goes down as a TKO victory for Victoria Dudakova, which I'm not blaming her. I kind of wish it was ruled like a no contest or something, just because nothing was really established. I mean, it was a takedown that caused the injury, so it was technically like her doing damage that ended the fight, just not in the fashion that you'd want to see it go, right? Like if you pull somebody down real hard or you slam them and you knock them out like Andrade does the Rose, right? Technically, you could say it was like a TKO like that. You know, she dives in for a takedown, but that wasn't really her motive. It was just to get the fight to the ground, right? But pulling her down and boom, she braces herself and hurts her arm off of the takedown. Okay, you can argue it's a win, but off of that win, there wasn't really much to gauge off of Victoria Dudakova. So, you know, it sucks for her. It sucks for Nunes, definitely. You know, she's 0-4 now, and she's damaged. And, of course, there was no break. You know, Dana White, as y'all can see here, he posted up the X-ray. So, you know, she shouldn't really have to go through too much. You know, hopefully she'll bounce back soon. And you know, hopefully the UFC gives her another chance, you know, for the way this fight went out. I hope she gets one. As for Dudakova, you know, since it was such a quick fight, I hope they give her, you know, a good quick turnaround if she wants it. You know, I'd like to see her come back in like August, you know, next month or even September, you know, so she can really go in there and make a statement. We can see what she's really made of, right? But yeah, shout out to both of these ladies. You know, bad night for both of them. Of course, for Dudakova, she's getting the victory, but I know that she wanted to make a statement on this card. You know, first time fighting in like almost a year, right? But yeah, just sending that healing energy and wishing a full recovery for Istela Nunes, and I hope the UFC gives her another chance. So yeah, guys, let me know if y'all saw that. What was y'all's reaction? Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.